Boom, boom. This is Ken here. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got a bit of Bleach Immortal Soul up. It's got a few things to cover, so we can jump right into it. So we've got another event up. So we've got dual events right now in Immortal Soul. So we've got a summertime event up. All right. So this is very similar to the New Year's event in terms of format. So you should be sort of familiar with it. Basically, they're going to give you one of the characters for anybody who just plays the game normally. There's nothing special that you have to do. This battle royale is exceedingly easy to do. This is basic stuff. I've done my dailies for today already, and I've already cleared 2 of the first ones, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of those days are going to be the same. The only thing you need to do is get to 180, and it's like 10 each time. So that's like 18, of these little teeny weeny things, like buy stamina 5 times, perform squad donation 5 times, complete 50 chapters in story mode 5 times. This is exceedingly easy stuff to do. Okay, and they're going to start opening it up. This is the first day. It's going to be up for 2 weeks. All right, so it's very, very, very easy to do. So you should be able to knock this out without any trouble whatsoever. Okay, and that will get you the character. I think that'll get you the character. Will that get you the character? I'm pretty sure that'll get you the character. Normally 30 shards is the minimum that you need for the character. So let's see what she is, because we're going to go over her stat line here. It's a pretty good stat, yeah. So it's a 2-star. So this is going to get you. So the 30 shards will be able to get the character. Okay, so we got a Matsumoto up here. One of course, everybody's favorites. Simply because of certain attributes, which we won't go into here for fear of YouTube censors. Defense, support, dispel. She's a tank. Okay. Deals damage to a single enemy and reduces the target's damage reduction rate by 15%, block chance by 30% for 2 rounds. Okay, so not a bad setup. Then we've got Power Spike, which is her rage skill. This is a pretty good one. It deals damage to all enemies and reduces the attack of all targets by 10% for 2 rounds. So basically, when she hits with the rage, the entire enemy team is going to have a 10% reduction in their attack for 2 rounds. That's an extremely powerful skill. This would be one of the things I like about this is the fact that this would be an excellent Guardian character for Guardian stance. It's difficult to get these characters up to 4 stars, which is where you really need to get a character before you enter it into your team, simply because of the fact that their passive is not active until 4 stars. So, but you can utilize these fairly quickly because you only need 2 stars for the rage, and we've got it right here. You automatically get 2 stars when you get the character for 30 shards. So this is definitely something that you want to look at. And then she gains morale. And morale damage reduction rate is increased by 15%, so she's going to take less damage. Okay, and then when being attacked by basic attacks and mastery skills, there's a 60% chance to reduce the attacker's rage by 200. So when she gets attacked, she might actually reduce their rage as well as get a reduction on the damage. So that's the tank portion of her specialty. As you can see, the defense, she's got the tank symbol. So she has an excellent defense because of that damage reduction. And that further plays out here into damage reduction rate is increased. Whenever Matsumoto's attacker HP is lower than the attacker, she takes 40% reduced damage. Matsumoto gains 1 point of energy for each basic attack she sustains. Okay, so as you can see, she's definitely got that tank. The support comes from the actual, when she does her rage, she reduces the attack of the enemy. So that's a support because it affects all of the enemy team. They're going to hit you less for 2 rounds. So that's it's a pretty good skill set. It's definitely something that you can use very, very quickly and put her into a Guardian stance for one of your teams, and also be a good, secondary, thirdary team for world championships and things like that. So it's a really good character. She is a specialty character, so she's a summertime character, so she's not considered one of the standard characters. She's probably going to be just like an event character, so you'll only be able to, during events, you know, the next summertime event, or maybe doing an anniversary event or something, is when you'll be able to get shards for. And you'll see that here in a few minutes. So we've also got Jin up here. He is the other one. Where is he at? See if we can track down Jin. Right here's Jin. So as you can see, a nice little summertime outfit for him as well. Damage and rage control. So basically, deals damage to a single enemy plus 20% additional damage for each 100 points of rage Jin currently has, not to exceed 120. And then a rage skill. Deals damage to the enemy back row. So we've got a back row attacker with 80% chance to steal 200 rage from the target. It transfers 50% of the stolen rage to the ally with the highest attack, except Jin. After weapons awakened, it increases. This is a pretty good skill set. Being able to steal the rage and give it to your highest attacker, the one with the highest attack on your team, is pretty useful, simply the fact because you'll have that attacker. In my case, it would be Tensei Zangetsu. He'll be attacking with his rage skill more often, which is good. Conceivably have a pretty good shot there. And then a passive at 4 stars will be, while Jin is on the battle, the ally back row has increased damage rate and block pierce chance. When Jin HP is above 50, he deals 30% increased damage. So definitely an attacker. Okay, but he has, because of the rage control, he's not classified as an attacker in a specialty. So, but yeah, it's not a bad set. And go back to wanted to emphasize her talent. Increases the damage rate of all male characters by 3%. Considering that most of the characters in this game, probably about 90%, maybe 85–90% are men, this is going to be an excellent talent that you might want to look into. And Jin's in Kenpachi contest, the attack of all characters increased by 6%. So this will be very useful in Kenpachi contest, and 6% is quite a large buff. So that's what you get inside of the event. So let's take a look a little bit expansion. So day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you get these ice cream. These are what you use inside of the pools here. So basically, it's a summon. So you just summon, and you get different rewards. So you have some shard in packs here: a 10 shard pack, a 5 shard pack, 2 shards. The shells are used inside of the actual exchange. So you can get Ichigo. Now this is not the Ichigo, regular Ichigo. This is New Year's anniversary Ichigo. So this is and the same with Aizen, and this is the anniversary edition of Aizen as well. So these are those items. So if you got those, you got him for free. Well, not free. You had to do the same thing that you're going to do to get Matsumoto, but. So these are shards for that. So if you have him, and I do have him, you can get some shards for those characters, as well as their awakening item, and of course an SR exclusive weapon. And if you get 45, you can get your sketch pack. Now these are not. The last time they had this event, which is the New Year's anniversary, they had an exchange. An exchange, it was not. It was you didn't get a lot basically. You barely got enough to actually get a couple of 10-pack shards for the characters. So getting this stuff right here, you're gonna have to, you're really gonna have to shell out quite a bit of soul jade, and maybe probably even some cash to actually get any of these items, because these don't drop yet. If you look at the info, you can see the drop rates. Okay. So as you can see, these are the drop rates. 2% drop rate on the 5 shells, 10% drop rate on the 1 shells. I'm not sure how accurate this probability was, but I know in the New Year's event that this not drop. I hit this once, and I hit this a couple of times, but yeah, it didn't turn out very well in terms of the amount. I might have just had bad luck. So don't expect to, be able to get any of these items unless, you're willing to sell out. They've also got the war souls in here that from the events that they've had. So you have a chance to get those as well too. So pretty much just a standard event giving you event item, the option to get event items. So, it'd be nice to get some shards for these characters. So if you do hit lucky, and if you do get lucky, maybe hit 5 a bunch of times, maybe you have enough for maybe getting an XSR exclusive weapon. I mean, I still need Ichigo's Zanpakuto, so so this is something that that's the next thing I'm going to be focusing on. So it would be nice to be able to snatch it up in here. The UR weapon, of course, would be exceedingly nice. And this is based on story level. So there are certain ones that you won't be able to get. Okay, for instance, Starks, Tenzangetsu's, Aberigans. I think that's. I'm not sure. Is that Azaburo? I think it's Azaburo, but I've already got that anyway. So there are certain ones that you won't be able to get, but yeah, there's always some useful ones in here. Okay, I'm sure there's somebody in here you can find that you actually need their weapon, so that would work out. It work out pretty well if you can get that as two. So it's good stuff. This is their awakening weapon, so to speak. Her hat and a watermelon for Jin. And then the gift packs is if you wanted to purchase some of the cones for the draw. So it's a pretty good event. I like it. It's running pretty much the same format as the actual New Year's event did. But definitely get in there and just just play the game, and you should be able to complete this to get 180 to get the character. So they're basically, if you just play the game, they're giving you a character. Okay, it's very easy to get, and the skill sets, just like New Year's Anniversary Ichigo, the skill set is perfect for a Guardian stance, which allows you to utilize the character before it's 4-star, just from a Guardian stance standpoint. Especially if you're a new character, this will be something to work on. And understand that getting these characters up to 4 stars and 5 stars and whatnot is a long-term deal, simply because of the fact that the shards for them are not available all the time. They're not going to have soul box event items drops for these. So basically, this is your chance to get some of the shards for the characters. So that's what you want to focus on. Karakura Town is still going up. This came up yesterday, so get in there and knock that out as well. Limited exchange is the same. We got Shiba, we got Wonder Wise, Genta Bane, and we've got Yami as options for these. The chance to get some shards, so this might be a chance to star up one of these. If you're there, are of course SSRs, not UR characters, but it is what it is. And then if you came up short on the Soul Box event, this is a chance to get some shards for the weapons. I did manage to get 2 of Full Hollow Ichigo's weapons, so I was able to take it up to the 2nd level in terms of his weapon awakening. There's choice pack. So this one here, now getting about 20 a day. It's a 7-day event, so you're going to have a chance about if you can get 20, you can get 140. So you can conceivably get something where you might be able to actually get this. I'm going to come up short because I seem to be getting 19, 20, and 21 is usually anywhere in there is what I usually get on this. So it's not that, but then of course they have the good stuff. You get some of the War Souls that you get, and of course what you always want to go for, the Omni Shards. If you do guaranteed to get a good amount of Omni Shards, 140, you can probably clear out, come close to clearing out all 5 of these. And I think last time I got all 5. I think I got 4 of these and was able. 4 pulls in these, so I think I got something like 24. I think is what I ended up coming away with. Omni Shards in the last time I had it, so it's a good place to get Omni Shards, because you need to get your Omni Shards to level up those UR characters. So there's a lot going on. World Championships is up too, so you definitely want to get in there and play this. I'm in Platinum right now, so I'm working through. I'm definitely going to be able to get enough shards to finish off Minazuki for Unohana, and then I'm going to start working on Ichigo Zanpakuto. Usually within 2 World Championships, you can usually get enough shards to get a weapon for one of the UR characters. Choose, if you're going to do it, use Unohana and Ichigo, simply because the fact that those 2's weapons are not offered inside of the gacha. If you go inside the gacha, you'll be able to, you can get a lot of the weapons in here for the SR characters, but they've never put Minazuki and they never put Ichigo in here. I've never seen their weapons offered in here. Okay, and I'm sure there are others as well. I've just not focused on any of the others. But as you can see, there's ones that aren't in here. So you want to focus those shards that you get from World Championship. You want to focus those on getting weapons for characters that might not be in here. Okay, that's why I'm focusing on it. I use Unohana in my Guardian stance on my PvP team for the heal. I use her in my second slot Guardian stance because she heals. So if you're going up against somebody with a higher initiative, they go first. So if that case, I move her to the first slot, and that way I immediately get a heal immediately after you do their first round in PvP. It allows you to beat characters that are higher power to you if you do something like that. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. As you can see, I'm currently 8, so I was actually 5 when I was finished up today, but got kicked out. I have been 1 before, so it's doable. It's just a matter of how often you play it. I generally just do my 5 a day. The only time I expand more on the arena is when I'm actually got an event up. If there's a battle arena event up, which there isn't at this time, we've just got the limited time events. If you do want to spend a little bit, this is 50 VIP points. Okay, so you can get, for 99 cents, you can get this, and you can get that. It gives you 3 cones, and it'll give you some shard pack choice you can choose between. It's only 1 shard, but it is what it is. So that is, that is up as well. Okay, so if you want to get, this is just a way to get more shards if you're trying to get that character up to 4. This is, would be a way to help do that. There is a summons up as well, and then of course you can get daily packs. The daily packs is where you can get for the actual event with Aizen. So you can get that from here. If you want to get a little bit more, you can do that. So I'm going to analyze this. Okay, if I need that weapon, and the fact that it's 150, if I can get really close to it, I might go ahead and flip for a few coins, just enough to get me to 150, so I can get the actual item. But it's it's up for 5 more days. Okay, it's already been up for 2 days, so this shop will be open. As you know, the shop is always open a couple days after the event ends, but there's only 5 more days left on the actual event. As you can see, 5. So yeah, I come up close. I'll probably have, like, maybe if I can get 20, I might be able to come within, might be able to come within 20 or so of the actual, I think it's actually close to getting it. So I might, but not that it's something I'll have to wait until the end of the event before I make a determination as to what I want to do. I've got a few things I want to try on this to maybe get a few more, maybe get 21 out of it, but I've just got to do that. I haven't had time to focus on it yet. But yeah, so it's a good event. So the Summertime event up, Defend Character now event up, both good events, both very useful, and definitely make sure you focus on the Battle Royal so that you can get your free copy of Matsumoto. You should be able to get her, at 180. 10 times that's 18, so 5, 10, 15. You should be able to get her on day 4. Okay, so day 4 or 5, so you should still have plenty of time to getting up there, and easy enough to get her. Now, as for this Summertime exchange, the Summertime summon, 5 times gets you 500k. This 20. Okay, so in this you really want to try to get 50 pulls, simply because you get 10 Ember shards at 50 pulls. So this is so that's so. You might want to throw in a little bit, maybe if you have to, use some Soul Jade for some in there, just to make sure that you get the 50. Okay, because that's where 10 shards is it's a pretty good setup. I of course have very little Soul Jade left, because if you watch my last video, I did the full Hollow Ichigo Soul Box with full Hollow Ichigo and Eyes, and I went to task on that one, and I managed to take up full Hollow Ichigo to 6-star. And I did manage to get his Zanpakuto awakened, the second awakening skill for that as well. So as you can see, he's been awakened twice. So he's pretty powerful character. Definitely a character that is worth investing in. as it's the life steal is just ridiculous. Virtually impossible to take him down, because every time he hits just about, he steals life, and you know, he gets his rage built up too, so he rages pretty quick. So he's a good character, so that's why I have him in my team. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to go ahead and touch on that. The summertime events up, Finn Kirktown, and World Championship. So a lot going on, a lot of content. So they're definitely keeping your nose to the grindstone, so you can get a lot of this stuff taken. You have to spend a little bit of time doing it. All right, but I did want to put that out there and let everybody know that it is up. All right, so thanks a lot for watching the video. All right, remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see a bell. You click on the bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as that does help the channel immensely. So this is Ken Rear, and I'm coming at you from the corner, signing out.